What is up, everyone? Today I hopefully will show you how to create an hard disk on Apple with a lot of different systems. So stay tuned. So guys, you are looking here at an old hard drive of mine. This was the 160 gigabyte Leopard installation drive, which came out of my G4 SSD upgrade. So at the moment this has a running operating system of 10.5.8, so the latest version of Leopard. It is running fine and I'm quite happy with it, but today's goal should be to get another few OSs on this hard drive. The goal is to have at least 3 to maybe even 4 different OS systems for PowerPC on this hard drive, so that I can, if I have older Macs that need a new system, that I just can copy it over. That should be the goal. So at the moment I have 10.5 on it. I want to have Tiger, so 10.4. Jaguar, which should be 10.3. No, a Panther should be 10.3 and Jaguar should be 10.2. Those are the operating systems that I want to have on this hard drive. But we will see if I can make that happen. I have the installation files for them, but I'm not sure if everything will work out. So that should be what I want to do. Yeah, so the goal should be to have this 160 gigabyte hard drive as a PowerPC service drive for future projects, so that I can just put in new operating systems that I just can copy over from this hard drive to the machines. So that should be the goal. Let's have a look at what I can achieve. So guys, we are now at my iMac G4 in disk utility, and you are looking here at the hard drive. What I've already did is this partition here, which is called Macintosh HD. I've condensed it down. It was there was just one partition, and that had the 10.5 Leopard on it. I condensed it down to 20 gigabytes, and now I've created a new. I want to create new partitions. So let's do 4 partitions. No, that's not what I want. Current. Let's call the first thing, the first Mac partition Mac OS Tiger, and let's make it like 25 gigabyte. Let's create a new. Okay, there we go. This should be 25 gigabytes for Tiger. The next should be 25 gigabytes for Panther. Should be called Jaguar. So now let's do that. So the first partition is done. There it happily goes away. It's going really fast, I'm quite happy about that. If one partition is finished, it asks you if you want to have it as a backup for Time Machine, but I don't want to have that. So now I have 4 partitions on this machine. One for Jaguar, one for Panther, one for Tiger, and the last with the current OS running on it, which is Leopard. So that should be it for 10.2, 10.3, 10.4 and 10.5. I haven't got the installation software for Puma, so 10.1 I don't have. And Cherokee, which was 10.0, I don't have either. If one of you guys have those operating systems, I would be very thankful, because I couldn't find any of them, which is a shame. So last thing that I want to do is I want to rename the OS, which I'm doing right over here. So let's call it Mac OS Leopard, like so. So now we have successfully formatted the drive how I wanted to have. So let's go over and try to install those things. So guys, I will show you every problem that I run into. And the first one is, yeah, quite problematic. Oh, there you go. I'm here and I try to go onto my server. It detects the server here in the list, but it doesn't want to let me go onto it on my G4. Okay, so what you see here is I've done one partition more to copy the systems to. Yeah, and now I can't go onto my server and log in, and therefore let's do the next step. It's going to be quite a journey, so I hope you're in for it. So guys, here you're looking at my server system, which you already know. The data that I need to have sits right in the Xserve RAID system down here, but the problem that you've already seen is that I can't have a look at those datas on my G4 because I don't know, it doesn't want to connect to it. So let's boot up the Xserve from 2008, which sits right above it. So let's give the system power. Now the power supplies are running. I have the entire machine sitting on an outlet which I can control over this what is it called? I'm not sure. So I can control if the system is on or off completely, because the system now is not running, but the power supplies are, and they make a noise and I don't like it. So let's fire this machine up. So guys, there we are on my Xserve, which is running mental at the moment, but that is just something that occurs at the start of the system. After a few minutes it slows itself down and settles right in So I have connected the system via Ethernet to my home network. So let's have a look if we can log onto my server. And there we are. So here it works, which leaves us just with one thing to do, and that is to connect the hard drive of my, which is currently connected to my G4, to connect this hard drive with the Xserve. What you are hearing at the moment is the system slowing down with the fans, and in the next few minutes they will be not completely silent, but a lot more silent than at the moment. So let's switch back to the G4 system. Okay, here we are back at the G4. It's quite important if you are handling with Macs that you close the partitions before unplugging the hard drive. So let's do that. Just drag and drop them into the bin, and they are gone. So now I can power down the hard drive. Okay guys, little change of plan. I thought it would be a bit more interesting for us and everybody else to get this working in a different way. The easiest way would be to plug in the hard drive to the Xserve and copy those datas over. But I want to go a different route, and that is over sharing. So now on my G4 I am at the sharing folder, and I will show you how I'm planning to do that. There you go, we are at the sharing folder, and as you can see I have accepted I've ticked the file sharing box, and what I've changed is I set it the user so that everyone can read and write. And now I need to share one folder, and that will be the PowerPC Systems folder, which is the partition that I want to have all of my data from my server in. So let's do that. So there we have it. Under shared folders is the partition of the hard drive, which is called macOS PowerPC systems. So let's have a look into the options. And there we can make an SMB server, a Samba server. And an FTP, which is nice. So let's go to finish. And now let's have a look at the Xserve if we are seeing this thing. Let's have a look. Okay. Now we are on my Xserve. And I have connected successfully into the Xserve RAID, where the systems are. So let's make this small and start a new window of the Finder. And now in my shares I have a no name. And there we go. We can see now I have access to my Mac OS PowerPC Systems folder, and I'm in there. So let's reopen my Xserve RAID. Let's go into where I have my... Hang on. There we have it. Okay, and now under where do we have it? Systems. Come on, there we go. I have a folder named Mac OS. Let's go in there and let's copy Jaguar, Panther and Tiger. Let's just drag and drop them in the PowerPC system. So, amazingly, that works. It will need a bit of time, but I successfully copied data over 3 systems. So, from my Xserve RAID over the Xserve to my external partition on my iMac G4. That is sort of amazing. It's not the easiest way, but it does work, guys. And I'll see you later when this thing has copied over all of the data. So guys, this rather complicated copying process has now finished, and we are now back on my G4. So let's have a look at where we are stated. go, that should be fine like so. So let's have a look. Here on the side we have all of the partitions, so the leopard partition, the tiger partition, the panther partition, the jaguar partition, and the Mac OS PowerPC systems partition. Let's go into that, and there we find it. We have jaguar, panther, and tiger sitting right in here. So that should be it for the first part. I'll see you later in the second part where I try to install those systems. So thank you very much. Goodbye.